need to keep it contained within the sewers.
No, you got
They have
4
to go-
hours because then the Viagra wears off and the gator explodes.
Oh,
Or-
yeah.
Yeah,
What
but
do they
it's a
call that?
big explosion.
Priapism? Priapism?
Oh,
Priapism, yes.
Yeah.
Don't ask how I know that. I know things.
Listen, everyone
True
should know
blood.
that.
Everyone should. Actually, the
You gotta
ticking
keep
time
that
bomb could
gator
be
hard. If he softens, it'll blow.
Oh my gosh,
the-
reverse speed it.
if there's one gator that got into it, there might be more. They just have to find the baggie before the rest of the gators do.
Oh,
It
And
could be a
that's-
ticking gator time bomb.
No,
They
no,
have to
no,
find
that's-
all.
no. Okay, I like the multi-gator, but the side, like the twist will be the gator out and about that's harassing everyone for the majority of the movie. That's just a gator, not even the big one. The rest of the gators are at the main crack-a-gator underground
Headquarters.
thing, and they've all managed to tie their engorged gator wangs into a giant rat king gator.
Fuck.
Then they have to get a Hollywood fluffer out to.
Fluff the gators.
Listen, afterwards,
Yeah, put
that
on my Bluetooth
person,
gator fluffer.
imagine what their IMDb record is. I mean, animal handler, I guess. Handler.
Handler.
Anyway, hey everyone, welcome to the show.
Oh, hey, we're live.
We've been alive
no.
for a few minutes.
Oh no, they're gonna know our
Welcome to
brilliant
the pitch
movie
writing
plot.
session.
Yeah, we've decided to scrap the game. We're just plotting we're making a movie. Dan came up with the title. It's called, what is it again?
Crocodiles.
Crocodile. It's going to be so good. It's a Christmas movie. I love it. You know who we should get in as well? The leader of the junkies, Fran Kranz. One, he's got the same last name as me. And two, he was in Cabin in the Woods. He was the stoner in that movie.
I do
Oh, he
like
was
him.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a solid movie.
Yeah. Very solid movie. Anyway, speaking of drugs, welcome to Orkanza and our Night Below campaign. It's been a ride. It's been a wild ride. And today's session, we are heading to the Orkanza village of Farm, the original Orkanzan settlement, so that we can meet with Farbauti's son. It's going to go great. Gonna go great.
Gonna go great.
And just so
I like the
everyone
way you
knows.
opened it.
Yeah.
Made it sound like it was going to be like the last thing. Like something bad's going to happen.
I was about to say, I was doing prep for this game earlier today, and I've come up with like this. I think it's going to be my peak of GMing evilness, the most vile, evil, and probably impossible encounter I've ever managed to thunk up.
No,
Yeah, y'all are fucked.
is it worse than having to get outside of my own spells?
Mm-hmm. I mean, Jeremy was trying to guess earlier,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, you can't even get close enough to it. Like, this is next tier, like beyond the next tier. This is like 8D chess that I'm playing here. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't fucking know. Anyone else got any? Oh, I do have something that we need to put out there. And this is a Bert something, because I want people to see this. Because I have a command called Bert Games. And it's got 2 links there.
I've been busy.
Bert's
Yeah,
been
2 things
busy.
that just came out.
It's got 2
Yeah.
things. Go over to Drive Through RPG and pick up the Train Through Hell Part 1. Is that what I got here?
I did.
I don't think it is.
We have already play tested that one, so go back
was
and
super
check out the
fun.
archives.
Oh, no, that's Last Stop Perdition that I've got right
Yeah.
here.
Also one of mine from last month.
Yeah, also one of Bert's. So yeah, we've play tested it. If you want to see it, go check out Bert's YouTube channel. or his podcast, Blue Magic, BLUMAGIK.com, for at least 33 years of gaming goodness. And the other thing, go over to Kickstarter, pick up Massacre Grounds. I've already backed it, but I don't remember what it is. Bert, what is it?
Massacre Grounds. It's a 0-level Weird Frontiers funnel. And we played session 1 last Sunday, so check that out.
Play testing it a bit. It's going super good.
Super great. We've got a
Super
lot
great.
of characters left.
Yeah.
Straight Through Hell is, you guys remember the old, back in the day before Savage Worlds, Deadlands did what they called dime novels, where they had like a novel or a short story at the beginning and a module in the back. Well, we've done that, except instead of it being a short story, it's like the first few chapters of an ongoing book. And
That's
then
awesome.
the back end of the book is the adventure to go along with it.
That's awesome.
So we're hoping to release those like every 2 months. So yeah,
Very cool.
Cool.
Well,
And
go
this is the
check
first
that shit
time
out.
my name is actually on the front cover of
Nice.
something.
All right.
That's
I
awesome.
like that.
I
Super
get a
awesome.
larger percentage on this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Happy about that.
Very good. So yeah, go check that shit out. If I remember to not be lazy and you're watching this on YouTube, I'll put it in the description down below. But I am also very lazy. So head over to our Twitch channel and go into the chat and just ! Burt Games. And that'll get you the links there too. Or join our Discord. They're also in our Discord.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to do a slight fast forward because I don't want to do travel stuff. You all make your way through the poppy fields of Orkanza, heading to the village of Farm. Oh, Ashley looked at me. She was walking through when I said that sentence. And yeah, you see a rather large, well-ish constructed town. Orcs everywhere. There's other ancestries as well walking around. You see a few halflings, some dwarves, some humans. It is a thriving farming community, all based off of the growing and collection and processing of opium.
Doing well for themselves.
They're
You
doing
smell
good for themselves.
cheese? I smell cheese.
Yeah.
Good cheese. Yeah.
But do they have cheese curds? Proper ones that squeak.
I don't know. There's not really any dairy farms. They said we're going to be farmers, and they tried a few things. They ate most of the livestock, and then they discovered the good plants.
Ah.
And I was just like, what drug can orcs grow in Orkanza? And I'm like, pot's the easy one. Hang on a second. You bring it here. Ashley was trying to feed the dogs, and the pull tab broke off. So I'm going to help her out real quick while we talk about this. And I'm like, cocaine is the one I
Smash it
really
against your desk
want.
until it's open.
But Orkanza, sadly, is not tropical enough of a climate for cocaine production. And as usual, I'm here Googling this, figuring all of this stuff out. I'm like, how many goddamn watch lists am I on? Because I decided I'm going to own this shit, and I don't even switch over to incognito mode anymore when I search for this real fucked up shit. Like,
Doesn't matter.
this is
Who cares, anyways? The government knows.
Yeah, they know. They know.
I never would have figured orcs for being big heroin producers, though.
I really wouldn't have either. I mean, really...
Well, I mean, dragons are green, and I suppose if you're gonna, follow the dragon and all,
That's fair.
yeah, I guess.
Like I said, cocaine was my first choice, but I don't think Orkanza could support that.
Yeah, I don't think they would have made a thriving civilization off of being on cocaine.
And why
Yeah.
does their music from was it Velvet Underground playing everywhere?
Oh, yeah, there you go. Personally, if we're going to talk Velvet bands, I like Velvet Revolver.
Hmm.
Oh, look, I got bits because Ashley's hand showed up in the stream. And she wasn't even hitting me. What a great day.
It's a
Nah, fuck
rare
you.
and wonderful day.
Hit him.
And the
Hit
cat you
him.
rode
Wait,
in
wait,
on.
wait. You get bits when Ashley's hand shows up on screen.
Mm-hmm.
How many bits if we just have a whole stream of Ashley just mercilessly smacking you upside and one upside
Oh.
and the other? And
I bet it's going to be a lot. I don't think we could do that on Twitch.
she
Yeah.
has to pace herself. She get tired after a little bit.
But I think maybe if we went to like OnlyFans or something like that, we could make a hefty amount from just a stream of just Ashley beating the shit out of me.
Yeah, we'll call it Chuck Gets Fisted.
Yeah, call it Chuck Gets Fisted. Oh, God damn it.
Yeah.
Here's your preview.
There's
right
my
there.
preview.
Her hand was covered in dog
Within the
food.
Twitch terms of service preview.
Yeah. I got a goddamn mustache hair floating around in my mouth, and I went to go grab it, and I forgot I just opened that dog food. So
Tasty.
Delicious.
there's the hair. I got it.
Mm.
And that tastes like dog food. What a joy.
Who would have guessed?
It's meaty.
It's like beef stew, but really not.
Yeah, savory
Whoa.
nibbles.
It's missing all the beef and all the stew.
You know, who here? This is our product placement for tonight. Dainty Moore, the roast beef, little Dainty Moore.
Mm-hmm.
Dainty more, you
Yeah.
mean?
Never had it.
Well, there's Dainty Moore is the roast beef, but the other
Oh.
flavors are put out under a different brand name,
Mm.
all by the same company. I don't even know where I was going with that. Anyway, we're all walking up to farm. And as you're approaching this village, yeah, it's thriving. It's doing very well. A lot of different buildings, large kind of like factories, storehouses. I mean, it's doing good, and plenty of orcs. Now, also a reminder that you all are without NPCs
Yeah.
because they all are doing other things.
Madness.
So it's just the four of you for this fantastic session I have planned.
Well, I think Dan's got some NPCs.
Just the audience.
Just the audience. And
Just the
mini
audience.
or mini Pitchfork.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but we don't really account for mini
Yeah.
me because
He's,
if they die, then I lose like half of my tiny pool of HP.
Your actual HP.
My actual HP.
yeah.
It's depleted quite a lot. I am down to 26 HP.
I feel
Wow.
like if you find enough people that have been partaking of the orc heroin, that you could probably refill pretty well.
You probably could.
Yeah, just
They won't notice.
A little bit here and
borrow
there.
a little stamina from passed out people here and there.
You're just hitting up the opium dens.
That's it. And as you're passing through, kind of looking at the different, I mean, there's businesses here. There's some shops. There's a tavern. But every orc that passes by your group on the street looks at you Farbauti, tips their head. Father.
What are you doing?
As just every single one. I mean, just 10 to 15 a minute. Just father, father, father.
You grandkids or
Ooh.
worshippers? Are you a deity now?
I don't know. They might just be assuming that you are in the wrong village and you need to go to
Papa
Papa Town?
maybe.
Yeah.
They
Papa
might think I'm
Town.
from Papa Town.
But as you're moving through town, eventually you see this giant, like, think like Viking, like long hall. Very clearly the center of farm. But yeah, what do you all want to do now that you're here and looking for Bauti's son? Here's another question I do have as a follow-up. Did you ever name your son?
Well, she had named him Farbauti.
Farbauti. Okay.
I
That's
think it was close, but not quite.
close, but not quite. Okay. I'm going with that then, because I've said it once in the past, so that's what we're going to stick with. Because I'm like, I don't remember his name, and I'm not watching back through those videos.
I remembered it because I was expecting him to be the one that killed me.
There's still time.
There's still time.
So yeah, you all find yourself in the thriving orcish village of Farm, whose economy is based off of the production and trade of high-grade, opium and opium products. Like there's even a Hank Hill orc over there selling opium and opium accessories,
As there should be.
as there should be.
Boy, I'll tell you what,
this black
pretty good.
is real good.
There is probably some
I could
good
use a
eating to
new
be had
hookah.
around here because they got money, and we have money. We have shitloads.
You've got a shitload of cash. So what's the plan?
Well, do we fill our bellies first, or do we get there and we see maybe if we get ourselves treated to a meal?
It's up to you, man. We're here for you. We're gonna support you.
Well, and I suppose we'll talk. We'll see if it goes well, and maybe they'll be willing to, do the whole trade with the good shit going down to the depths. And
That's
well,
right.
I'll see if my son wants to stab me or not. But I have a feeling my son's more of a basher. I remember watching him club his brother's brains in.
Yeah. It sounds like he's got a good feel for you or something. Positive feeling. So,
Maybe. I guess we very much just walk up to somebody near that there log house. We've come here to entreat with the good king Farbauti. Let him know. I remember watching him kill his two oldest brothers when he was just a wee one.
Yeah. Just can you direct me to the nearest Farbauti?
It's true.
You looking for Farbauti the First? Many of his name.
Right.
But I
maybe
gotta
not
tell
the
you,
nearest,
Father.
then.
I think you would be more comfortable in Papa Town. But let me see if I can find Farbauti. Follow me.
All right.
And as you walk into this long hall, it is very much less like Viking government style setup and just a harem with all sorts of thick ass orc ladies with countless little orclings running around, all with these thick dwarvish beards. As you just hear all of these orcish mothers yelling out at Farbauti in a number. And why don't you go ahead and roll me 2d100?
Okay. Yeah, do that. 1, 2.
The highest number that you do hear being yelled out is Farbauti 36.
Oh my.
Yeah, Griffin, it could have gone a lot higher. But
That's a surprisingly low roll.
you and looking at the similarity, you know that beard coloring and the texture of it, you're very sure that you are amongst a minimum of 36 of your grandchildren.
Oh boy.
And as you move through this sea of young Farbautis, you see setting at a throne at the far end, made of think like Game of Thrones, like the Iron Throne, but instead of swords, it's just melted down hash pipes and hookahs.
I love it.
And sitting at that throne is this short for an orc, barrel-chested, huge beard, wearing just this crown of bones. And before you is the great orcish king of Orkanza, Farbauti the First. Greetings, Father.
Oh, it's real good to see you. Time works funny down beneath, got trapped in some tunnels and whatnot. Real proud to see you done so good for yourself. That's just,
That is good. Will you be setting up residence in Papa Town with the other fathers?
well, you know, maybe in a bit. There's a whole lot of murder we need to do down below. There's still some more of those squid-faced fuckers, you know.
I'm tugging on Farbauti's like shirt sleeve. Hey, I think they refer to all dwarves as father.
Oh,
I don't think he knows that you're actually,
I didn't know how much time had passed. I just, I never expected to be a widower. Do you know where your mother was buried at? I brought back some gifts for her, and I don't know where to place them.
Why would you bring gifts to the Queen Mother's grave? It is appreciated.
Well, because I thought she would have assumed I was dead. And you know, last time I saw her, I brought her back the dragon scale, and this time I didn't have anything that fancy. I just got her some jewels, and
Speak your name.
well, my name is Farbauti, son.
And his eyes just go wide. You. Holy shit. You are.
Yeah, no kidding.
Fuck.
I agree.
Well, this is too late coming. And he leaps off of the fucking throne right at you.
Oh shit.
Go and roll initiative.
Oh god. Well, okay. Oh,
just
select
like
a
hide
token.
behind like any kind of piece of furniture, a pillar, or anything, and I'm just like, let us know if you need help.
Not sure where my token is. I apologize. It's being funny on me.
I don't think I've got it on the table. Let me drop it in there real quick. There you go.
Okay. Click the token. Now I can do initiative. Okay. What? I just clicked the token, bastard. Shut
I'm
your
dropping
face.
in other tokens. Hopefully that's not fucking you up.
Okay, let's try again. Sorry. Oh, man, it's so freaking dumb. You know, it's just a D20 plus one. I'm just gonna roll a D20.
Okay.
I'm not sure why it's being like that. It's a 7. Whopping 7. Single digit initiatives.
Gotta let your son go first, after all, you know.
It's fair.
Yeah, he got an 18.
Oh shit.
So he comes down hard and fast and punches you in the face. He's going to punch you in the face 3 times.
Okay.
Give me a second here. I got to do a little background math.
Good for him.
Good for him.
All right.
I am both terrified of the fact that he attacked me, but also extremely proud. That was the correct response.
First swing is a 12. That's going to be a miss.
No.
Second swing. Yeah, that's a crit.
There we go.
Go ahead and roll out our third swing. 23.
The crit hits.
Okay. So he leaps down. He just starts clubbing you with his fists. And his deed die is... he's removing your gear with these attacks.
All right.
But all in all, the damage, it's not a lot of damage because it is just a punch. He does 11 damage.
Okay.
As he's like, knocking your weapons off of you, kind of starting to like rip at your armor. He's trying to essentially get you down to the point where it's just a bare knuckle brawl. And it's your turn.
All right.
I do whisper to Pitchfork. I'm like, oh, it's like when the queen and her mother fought. They had to do the things. I bet they're gonna have to
Yeah.
take their things and
Yeah, they'll do some jousting.
traditions.
I'll take an
Gatsby is
action to go ahead and put my sword down on the ground, put the shield down on the ground, go ahead and walk in. And for my action, I'll just give him a hug and I'll say, all right, son, you swing away. You do what you need to do.
You know, this isn't how it's supposed to go.
Yeah, I know. I was expecting to fight you to the death, but then I found out your mom was dead and it's kind of been messing with my head a little bit.
Ah, yes. She died, but she did not go alone.
That's good to hear.
She
That was a strong woman.
took many paramours with her to the grave.
Good for her. Good for her. I've been divorced a lot of times, never been a widower, though. It just hits different.
It does. It does. I have a few widows myself. Would you like to meet your daughter-in-laws?
Oh, yeah, I suppose that'd be great. I heard you got a whole gaggle of these kids around here. Good for you.
Ah, yes. Only 36 of my spawn are here currently.
But I'm sure those are the 36 strongest. How many of their siblings have they killed?
Well, there was about 80. I have a yearly competition amongst them. I put
The
them.
Farbauti bowl.
I put all the newborns in a pit with a few bricks, and at the end of 24 hours, the survivors get the Farbauti name.
Tough but fair.
Tough but fair. I've only got 42 children that have survived, and of those, currently, I have 10 wives. It used to be 15. Some divorces.
I mean, it's going to happen, you know.
Well, shit. If we're not going to fight to death, you and your friends must partake in the ritual of fucking chillaxing together.
That I can do. I'm not sure if you
Oh,
remember. You were pretty tiny last you saw them, so I don't know if you remember these fellas or not, but
Hang on a sec.
I'm still as old as ever.
Ah,
Right.
yes. The fireworks are going off, and my dog has to urinate and refuses to go outside, so Ashley is wrestling her down.
oh no.
Like, I was just sitting here, just like some Benny Hill shit, just Purdy and Ashley cutting back and forth.
Right.
Anyway, well, before we do the great ceremony of chillaxing, there is a test that you must complete.
I hope it's written.
No one said there'd be math.
Listen, in order to truly take your place as the Father King and your friends, your royal courts, you gotta head down into the storage units and get the required components for the ritual.
Okay.
I suppose the follow-up questions are: what is the ritual, and what are the required components?
You will find, and let me say the right words,
10 frozen
Bachu,
chicken thighs.
babal,
6 pieces of a device in the dungeon underneath the longhouse here, what we call the storage unit. And each one has a great test that you will have to complete. And when it's done, you bring the pieces together here. We eat some really great food and get blitzed out of our minds for the next month.
What's one more month?
True, we got trapped in a cave once eating nothing but pork for like 2 years, which was probably more like, I don't even know how long up here.
I do love pork, but after a week, it gets a little old.
Imagine
I gotta-
eating it for years.
Father, I have to ask you,
Years.
what is... it's a delicacy not for all of it, but what is your opinion of slow roasted sibling?
Can't say I've ever tried.
Yeah, I can't say I ever have either.
Delicious.
Well, I certainly can't serve it up to you, but depending on how things go for you during that month, I may get to eat that meal again.
Gadsby, we don't talk about Tommy.
And there's the connection. Sweeney and Gadsby are siblings. They had a brother named Tommy, and in halfling fashion, they did consume him.
Perfect.
Delicious.
He was the weak one.
You gotta do what you gotta do. Oh my gosh, Purdy's so sad. Actually had to stick her on the leash.
Oh.
Oh,
Well, I suppose there's nothing for it. I'm up for it if you fellas are.
I mean,
But I want to be clear. I've got no plans on like placing myself as any sort of like father king here. Clearly, you're the one who set this all up. You're the
Oh,
one
yeah.
in charge.
no, you don't get anything for it. You just get a discount on your meals at the local restaurants, and you actually don't. You and your friends actually. I'm sorry, you do get something. You'll get a free house in Papa Town. You'll each get a free house. You wouldn't want to share. That would be awkward.
extremely so.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely wasn't awkward in the mansion.
Nope.
Look, I'm sorry that I sleep with my eyes
That pork
open.
got seasoned somehow.
Oh, it's.
Wait, what?
I don't even. Listen.
We didn't have fresh milk. Just saying.
Like that Kellogg's commercial.
Gatsby is keeping the eye on the prize, and he's selling negligee to the women folk.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I mean, easily moving around this longhouse, they would be eager customers, and you would probably get the impression that in Papa Town, where it's essentially the only permanent residents are potential fathers, and the orcish ladies just move through.
You could be printing money there.
You could be printing money there.
You could possibly even just rent it out.
Oh my gosh, rented.
That's right. It's just like a
right.
tuxedo store.
Oh my god. Oh,
Oh.
wow.
It doesn't get worn for very long. I'm just
And
saying.
listen,
Like,
it's
they
all
could come in like,
crotchless,
what's
so
your
you don't
fetish
have
for
to worry
the
about
day?
stains.
That's right.
Oh,
Listen, we're
You
just
can purchase
we've
them.
got a
We're
lot of
out.
really great ideas tonight.
Yeah.
wow.
He
Well, I
tosses you the
suppose we're
key.
setting ourselves up for retirement then.
Absolutely. You and your friends complete the ritual. You become the grandfather king. You get your houses in Papa Town, and you retire for. Yeah, I mean, it would be
Yeah,
a
I
good
mean-
deal.
Those of us who don't die down below in the depths, well, we've got a great thing to come back to.
Yes.
Yeah, we're not done, unfortunately.
That's true. Oh, by the way, well, we won't talk more about it after the whole ritual thing, but there's a bunch of people down there that want the good shit, but they're kind of nervous about asking you for the good shit. You know.
After the ritual. Well, we can talk about it in the ritual of chillaxing, which is after you go get the necessary ritual components for the chillaxing.
All right.
We will have plenty of time while we're in better spirits to talk about business.
That sounds good. That sounds good. Well, I don't have a whole lot, like, this here's my favorite hat. And,
It's a good hat.
Yeah. I just want to make sure that you've got it. It seems like the sort of thing you might enjoy. It's just the bard hat. It makes him immune to silence and deafness, and it looks cool.
Okay. Just giving him something, just in case. He'll take it.
You
He'll
know,
gladly take it.
I got a
Remember
bunch
me
of the
by
jewels
my
and
funny
stuff.
hat.
Because
You're
you know,
gonna leave in the
my
brush.
thought was I would get something for your mom, and then you and I would try to kill each other. Just you know,
Well, I'm glad it didn't come to that, but I was certainly prepared. Listen, the GM only has another hour and a half for this planned content,
all right,
so
let's go in.
get down to that dungeon, and then after the fact, I will take you to visit Mother's grave.
Down, the dungeon down.
Yeah, and he tosses your key, and he's like, "It's around the back of the hall." And it's like this
Alright.
fucking.
Does it have a long piece of wood attached to the end that just says dungeon on it?
It does, yeah, it does. And you go around the back, and it's just like the storm shelter cellar door. You unlock it, and it swings to the side, and these stone steps descending deep below. And you're walking down for, I mean, a long time, easily 20 minutes going down these stairs, until eventually it dumps you out into this circular room.
Man, I'm glad I didn't misstep. That'd be a long roll down the stairs.
It would be such a long roll down the stairs. And you see
It would
that
be comical.
there are 6 passageways spread out equally in this circular room. 7 if you count the passage for the stairs that you came down in. All of them unmarked, unadorned. It is dark down here, but you can see there are some oil lanterns hanging around here and there in case you need light. Yeah, we got a dungeon crawl. What are you all doing?
I wasn't prepared for a dungeon crawl, to be honest.
Did we
Team Snake will lead the
split
way.
up and each take a tunnel, or? I mean, we're just getting ritual equipment. It shouldn't be that bad, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty fragile and old.
Have we never had to talk about what a milk run isn't?
Right.
This is not
Right.
a milk run.
True. Yeah, why don't we all go together down one of them? If it winds up being super easy, then we know it's safe to just do the others. Yeah.
Then
we go.
I'll wait here in the middle, and you guys do
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
Team Sneak. We'll go ahead.
Right. You
We'll
just
go
stay here by yourself.
Okay, so Team
old.
Sneak, you're leading the way. First things first, why don't you each go ahead and give me your sneaky rolls as you kind of lead the way. And then chat, first person who gives me a number between 1 and 6, that's where we're starting. And Sweeney,
We're 6th level, right?
that sounds right.
Let's check.
3 is a hit. Okay, yeah, 18 and a 17. As the two of you pick a random passage and move in, sneaking ahead with Farbauti and the Pitchfork kind of hanging back. You find yourselves entering this chamber after the tunnel goes for a ways, and it's this very much... God, what was that Eddie Murphy movie where he had to step on like the poles? Was it The Golden Child?
Oh, the Golden Child.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it's very much like that. It is this rectangular room with all these pillars sprouting up out of... Oh shit, thanks, Bert. Sprouting up out of the darkness. And at the far end of the room, you see a small platform with 3 pedestals. And on the pedestals, on each one, there it looks like a glass vase with some like brass reinforcement on it. That's the setup for the room.
Just need
So
to-
where are we supposed to get out of this one? Shit, we didn't get a description of what we were supposed to be getting, did we?
No, you didn't.
They're just 3 big hookahs.
I'm sure we'll figure it out when we see it.
But yeah, so yeah, you got this fairly long, maybe like 40-foot long room with these stone pillars coming up out of the inky blackness of a bottomless pit. And on the far end, you see, a platform with 3 glass vases or vases or however the fuck you say that word.
How big did they
Are the
look?
pillar... Go ahead, sorry.
Bert, you ask your question, then John, you ask your question.
Are the pillars such that you have to like leap across each one?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
I just start leaping.
Okay, agility test. Sweeney, what was
Oh,
your question?
boy.
I was going to ask how big they were.
The vases, each of them are maybe like 2 feet tall, very flat and wide at the bottom, maybe like 3 feet across, and they very quickly narrow up.
I just, as Gadsby starts hopping over, I'm like, did you just want us in the audience to grab it?
I got like a ton of fleeting luck.
Yeah.
points to spend, so
So do you want to spend a fleeting luck here?
I think I want to
The
spend more
audience
than
can
one.
fly.
I rolled
I'll tell
an
you.
11.
A fleeting luck will get you a third of the way through this room.
How about if I spent more? Would it get me all there?
If you spent, so essentially the way it's
So I
going to
get
break
2
down,
for 1.
12
That
is 12 is a third, 16 is 2/3, and if you give me 18, it's clear across.
7. That's 4. Yeah, I spent full luck. Sure.
Oh, sure, yeah. Easily, as Sweeney saying, do we just want to send the audience across? You just see Gadsby just like boom, 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 like ninja leaping between these pillars. And all of a sudden, you are on the far end with these 3. They're identical. Each one of the vases is absolutely identical.
I look for the big red plunger to hit. Oh, wait a minute. Wrong show.
Wrong show.
Take a good look at each one of these vases.
Okay, give me an intelligence test.
Oh, the bane of my existence. All right.
Each one is absolutely identical.
Is there anything in each one?
They're empty and they've got some dust on them.
All 3 have equal amounts of dust?
All 3 have equal amounts of dust.
And they're on pedestals, you say?
Yeah, the pedestals are probably like 3 feet tall, and there's stone pedestals that are pretty much the circumference of the bottom of these vases, because they're like 2-ish feet in diameter at the bottom, so they're kind of thick.
How far away is Sweeney from me?
Like 40 feet.
Oh, I cannot throw a vase that far. I will stand on one of the pedestals.
Okay. Now
and pick up the vase.
The pedestals are pretty much like the same size as the foot of these vases, so there's not really any.
So like I do it so that like I can move the vase and to be on the pedestal.
Oh,
right?
okay. Getting your feet off the ground,
vase and I'm on the pedestal at the same time.
Okay. Yeah. Give me. That sounds like an agility test to pull that off.
Oh no. Oh no.
Not a problem.
Good luck.
You do. So you kind of get up and you get off. That way you can pull this pedestal off without touching on the ground, shifting the weight off real quick, and you successfully do. You've got one of these vases in your hands.
Really big or just?
What's that?
How big is it?
It's probably like 2 to 3 feet tall. But it's wide at the very bottom of it. Like I said, it's like 3 feet in diameter, and then it quickly like closes into this narrow neck with this
I can carry it.
You can carry it. It's a 2-handed carry, but you can carry it.
All right. You know what? I'll take my cloak and I'll kind of wrap it up, and so that I still got my cloak on, and I kind of roll it up around it so I can
nice.
kind of clutch it in front of me.
Yeah.
And then I'll leap off the pedestal and go back across.
Sure. Another agility test.
Yeah. I'm not in a hurry this time. So we'll see how far it goes. So 16.
16 would get you 2/3 of the way back. If you bump that up by 2, that's all the way back.
Oh, well, then I'll just spin the 1, which will bump it up to. Sure.
You easily make it all the way back. And yeah, so you're standing there next to Sweeney as the other 2 kind of enter.
I got mine. I would have gotten one for you too, but they're kind of big.
They are. What's that?
And I'm lazy.
That's fair.
I don't know about lazy. Went all the way over there.
Like, did you open it?
No.
Did you look inside?
No. I mean,
it's a glass vase. You can see through it.
Yeah.
No, it's glass.
It's glass. Yeah, it's see-through. No, it's not.
Huh.
It's not stoppered either, right?
It is not stoppered either.
Any kind of writing or script or anything?
No, just some brass
stuff in it
reinforcement. It looks like a big funky water carafe almost.
Yeah, it's like the part of a water bong, man. Come on, get with it.
It could be. Could be.
Okay.
That was real exciting to watch you do, and you can do it again if you want.
No, it's all right.
Now, I
Hey,
will say
Pitchfork.
the other two have arrived.
Do you think the audience wants to try flying over there?
I
If it
mean,
doesn't work,
having
we
the
can always-
audience try and fly over there is free.
Okay. Audience can fly over there. I mean, audience doesn't need to make any tests to fly over a bottomless pit.
And then,
Okay. Does the audience just pick up one?
because I have no reason to think anything about it. Yes.
Okay. Absolutely. Have the audience give me a strength test.
Let's find the audience's character sheet. I opened up the familiar instead.
Uh-oh.
The audience has a strength of 22,
Okay.
so which doesn't help me when I roll a 9, but
The audience picks it up, and Farbauti was very gentle with his test, and he wrapped it up in his cloak to kind of protect it. The audience just flies over, swoops up and grabs one, and the glass just shatters. Does the audience grab the second one? Or the third one, I guess, at this point.
it's a good question. Since they just broke one of them, presumably we just need to get one of them, but more than one would probably be great.
Yeah.
How about the audience flies someone over there with softer hands, and then they pick it up, and the audience flies them back?
All right. Yeah. Grab me.
All right. Audience picks you up, Sweeney, zips you over there. You can easily grab the other one of these carafes, we'll call it.
So are the handles reinforced with brass?
There's no handle,
Or okay, no handle.
but there is brass like reinforcement on it, but there's no handle.
All right, that's where I'm going to try to grab it, is on those reinforced parts.
Okay.
But I'm trying not to squish.
Give me a strength test.
I'm super good at these. Again, 14.
Do you want to spend any luck on that?
Sure. How much would I need to spend?
If you spend 1, I'll reduce that to a 12.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I assumed that was probably the case.
That was exactly
That one
the
time
case.
where rolling poorly would have been
Right.
great.
I will spend a point of fleeting luck and drop it to a 12.
You drop it to a 12 and you grab it and you get zipped back across. You have 2 of these now. The third one did break.
Yep.
Oops.
Wow. There weren't any instructions.
There weren't.
Good point.
All right. So with that, you all head back to the main circular area. There's 5 other passageways. What do you want to do? Chat, give me a number between 1 and 5.
I guess next one in sequence will do the same thing.
Okay. Are you bringing the glass carafes with you?
Probably should leave them
Yeah.
behind in
Okay.
this central area, so that way we don't
Oh, that's
oopsie
right.
whoopsie them
Mhm,
We can only
mhm.
bring the mansion about every so often, huh?
once a day.
Yeah.
How long does the door stay for?
I don't know.
I don't know that it specifically says.
Hmm.
Let me
Sure.
go.
I will say an hour.
Mm,
It's kind of
But we
designed
could-
for you to get in and then leave. So
mhm.
It's up to you if you want to store them there. Well, I don't know.
I
We
mean,
probably
it's not
won't
like we're
need
in a-
more than an hour.
Yeah.
This is theoretically a safe place. We're under the orc
Yeah.
village.
okay. You leave them there. Joe came with 3.7. Being Joe, I am knocking that 0.7 off. And I got to tell you, this is
Is this the one?
this
the
is
encounter?
the one. As you pick
Is-
a
it
random
Dick Bear?
passage, I'm going to say Gadsby and Sweeney, you move down to scout ahead. And as you do, it's a smaller room. And you can see on the far side of the room, there is etched into the stone wall. There's something written there. What do you do?
Hopefully it's not a puzzle, because those are even worse of an encounter than fighting bad guys.
Can we read it?
Yeah, absolutely. That's what it says. You see 3 separate math problems.
No. Math.
Dan said no one said there would be math, and this is the most vile, evil encounter I've ever. And these are real fucking math problems. And let me tell you, I had to go to a couple of like actual education websites to get these. These are actual 9th grade math problems. So here's how this is going to work. If
I'm
any
going to
of
put
you,
these questions into Copilot and have it answer them for me.
no,
Gotcha.
The answer to the first one is
Dang
right.
This is one.
Yeah.
yeah. So that's the thing.
And then,
You can tell me the actual answers without cheating, or you can roll an intelligence test with a DC of 24 for each question. So did I hear
Let's just do some
correctly? You
math.
gave me the first answer already?
Yeah, I think that's correct. 1.
It is correct. The next question, 2x plus 34 equals 8.
Oh, I thought that was a Y.
You got to
also
solve
did too for a
for
second.
x. It does look like a y.
Okay.
Is it a y? It is not a y. It is a 34.
Gosh, it'd be like -9.
I'm not giving it to you. Not on this one.
okay, so no, it's negative. So it's 26 divided by 2.
So 13?
So
Oh, no, sorry,
13,
math.
negative 13. Yeah.
Negative 13.
yeah.
Sorry.
That is not the answer that the website
Well, actually,
gave
yeah,
me.
you can't because you're multiplying the. Yeah, never mind. Yeah.
It depends. Is it using new math or old? 'Cause you
I
will
don't
get
fucking
different
know.
answers on some of it. Because there are people that argue about order of operations.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's 2 different ones now or something.
Yeah.
Listen, I knew this was evil. I knew what I
Hi.
was doing.
I get it.
Look at Bert. Got his TI-84 out.
I probably do have one of those somewhere nearby me.
I never had one. I failed basic algebra 3 times in high school. I passed the 4th time because the instructor needed help creating a video for one of his college courses. And I did all the recording and video editing for it. And because of that, he bumped me up to a D.
Yeah.
So once again, you can give me the actual answer or DC 24 intelligence test. Fleeting luck is allowed.
Plan to do that for the last one, probably, because I don't remember how to calculate volume.
I never knew how.
I assumed it would be.
Weird, because it's weird that it's not negative 13.
It is.
Listen, I can't even tell you why it is the answer that it is.
Concerning. I assumed to be like 2 times negative 13 is 26.
Yeah, because that would make it
34
negative
equals
26
8.
plus 34 is 8.
Uh,
So now I'm just confused, like why
Yeah,
it's not
so why
that.
it's not.
internally.
Yeah.
let me Google this.
All right. So the other one, radius of 5. Height. Is that 10?
10 centimeters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So-
cylinder-
On the
Negative
first one, I'm
5.4
going to give
cube.
it to you because chat did come up with the right answer, but Googling it came up with negative 13. And just like, math it's very much up to interpretation. It's a very fluid, wibbly wobbly art form. But the
So-
actual answer listed was 4.
so it's-
Interesting.
I don't know how.
Now
Get
I'm
to see
curious
how they
why.
got that.
The volume is pi r squared times height, is the formula. So 2.14.
Like
Just out of
Radius.
curiosity, I did also throw this into that one into Copilot. It also came up with -13.
Yeah.
So now I'm curious where 4 comes
Or,
from,
I don't know
because
how
I
to
feel like
get
this is
4.
my math is not good enough.
It's in like 8 plus 34 equals
Oh,
8.
here's the problem. That is not a 4. That is in fact a Y.
Okay.
Oh, it is a
that's what
Y.
we're saying. Yeah, if it's a Y,
It is a
then
Y.
it's-
if it's
Well,
a
I
Y,
was
yeah.
looking at the Y in cylinder, and
Gotcha.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. Ooh.
So I think
that changes everything.
yeah, I think the bottom one's
Okay.
785. I'm doing that right. So radius is 5 squared
Yeah, so
that's
25
times
785.4 or
3.14 times the height.
10, so
I am
785.
so impressed that you are all this good at math.
I had
I
an easier time with that one than the middle one because I was like, why
Yeah.
isn't it -13?
Knowing it's a
driving
Y
myself
now, I'm like,
crazy.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
don't even know what to do with those letters. Like it is
You don't remember your
I-
algebra?
no like as I highlighted. I failed basic algebra in high school 3 times, and I only passed because I helped do video editing for the teacher.
Mm,
Yeah, I almost have a degree in mechanical design, so
I
from many years ago. So my math skills are rusty, but they're all still there.
Mine are long gone.
I didn't go to college.
That's
I went to tech school, and they said, dude, you did so bad on your math that technically we shouldn't allow you in, but you did so good on everything else. We're going to let the math slide. And that was the second tech school I applied for. The first tech school I applied for, they said, fuck no, you're terrible at math. So what was the answer for the third one?
785.4
785.
785 centimeters.
centimeters cubed. Or
Oh,
you
shit.
can you can do the whole like 3981.
No.
blah, blah, blah.
785 centimeters cubed
Yeah.
is the correct answer. As
Hooray.
you say the final answer, a panel on the stone wall slides open and hands you a fairly thick, elaborately like carved, like it's this bronze pipe, maybe, 1.5 feet long, fairly thick. You can see it's hollow in the center. It's got kind of fittings on the end, and it's just got all these cool like dragon etchings in it.
We are gathering the parts for a hookah.
All right.
Look at that. Bert's still working on math.
Or a
Bert,
ball.
you're a trooper.
Oh, for the second one, yeah, or the middle one. Is
But
that what we're working on?
no,
No,
you've got
I
all
mean-
3 solved.
Yeah. No, I was just playing around.
Okay. Look at that. A kind of dude who does math for fun. I don't get it, but good on you.
I fess up to it. Yes.
I respect people that smart because I am not one of them.
Same.
Just has to be put into context, Chuck.
Yeah. And you got to make sure it's a Y and not a 4. Chat, give me a number between 1 and 4.
My dad is terrible
Or
at
1 and
math.
3.
He has dysarrhythmia, which is where he like reads numbers backwards and stuff.
See,
But if
sometimes
it's
I
but if
wonder
it's
if
in-
I've got that because
but if it's involving calculations for figuring out powder reloads for bullets and
you
stuff,
can do it.
Yep. No
I
problem.
used to be really good at figuring out I don't remember what it's called anymore, but essentially the shit for measuring amperage and resistance and calculating what did you need for circuitry.
Yep.
I used to be really good at that because I learned that in tech school. And like, I don't know what this shit means, but I know what to plug in where.
Yeah.
And the loser rule, you wrap your hands around the current of flow and the direction your thumb is pointing in tells you.
Yeah. I was good at tech,
I remember all
tech
that.
school.
Yeah.
That's all right.
I learned how to
Appreciate
program
that.
fucking PLCs and shit. Never fucking used it. I went to tech school to be an electronics technician, graduated, and they're like, yeah, that industry's fucking dead. People just throw shit away and replace it now.
Yep. That's why you start streams where you repair stuff for fun.
See,
Did that for a little.
I even had I had all the certifications. I was certified to work on medical equipment. Never
Wow.
fucking used it because that shit dried out. Anyway, chat gave us a 2. You go back to the first room, the circular room, you put your big pipe down, and Team Sneak moves in to the next room.
We do.
And as you move, you feel like you've walked into a jungle with just all these thick vines hanging all over. And you can see it's almost impossible to move through. I think almost like spider webbing with all these thick cords and tubes and hoses. But at the far end, you see a glass case with these very intricately, highly detailed
It's a series of tubes.
hoses.
We've encountered the internet.
You've encountered the internet. You've encountered the internet. You all come up with a plan on what you're going to do. I am out of whiskey in my mug, so I'm going to go refill it while you all talk about this.
No.
Talk.
I mean, it's not really a we problem right now. It's a Team Sneak problem. I appreciate hoisting these complicated problems off.
That's fine. So I'm sorry. What was I was typing a thing? I wasn't paying attention.
I totally wasn't talking about how I make you guys do all the hard work.
What do we see in this room? It's hot, humid.
Something. You saw something.
Okay.
Confidently something.
Yeah.
Yep. There's fireworks.
You
There
guys
do
start
be
off early
those
with the
outside of the
fireworks.
house.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the plan?
What do we see in this room? You said it was hot and humid, and I missed. I zoned out.
A fuckload of hoses
That's
and
what happens with
tubes and
battle.
vines, super thick, but you can see at the far end of this room, about 40 feet away, there's a glass case with 6 very elaborate, intricate tubes, hoses, each one maybe 8 feet long.
Is it thick like we'd have to like chop our way through, or walk very carefully?
Extremely carefully for the walking. You can certainly do some chopping if you want.
Could we swing?
Hey, Farbauti,
Yeah.
I think maybe this one will be a little bit more up your alley. Maybe.
Perhaps we
Right.
should give him a little lick and send him on his way.
Farbauti, you walk in, you've got your sword. Are you going to start chopping your way through to the other side of the room?
It seems like clearly that's the way to do it.
Okay. Oh. Sweeney rolled in large. I don't think that's right.
Oh no.
Oh, it's
Pitchfork.
right when the time is right.
The spell check bonus is technically correct. It's
Yeah,
plus
that's
7.
fine. You just must have had Sweeney's token selected. So that's a
Yeah.
19. So for bounty, if just give me your attack roll, you do get your deed die.
Okay.
And you get to add a +2 thanks to the enlarge from Pitchfork, unless he spends some luck on it.
Okay. I'll have a whopping
Let's see.
19 with a 6 on the D die, and D
Oh.
die is just chopping.
Okay, yeah.
Let's put a
Clear
plus,
and a path.
plus 1 on that.
20.
That gets us to 20.
What do you get
You
for a
double
20?
in size. You get a +4 bonus to
Oh.
attacks and damage.
Oh my.
Okay.
You get up to like
10
21 then.
temporary and AC and 10 temporary HP.
Okay.
Just in case something exciting happens.
Just
So-
in case.
With that, you
Plus
get about
4 AC, though.
3/4 of the way through the room. Ugh. No trouble.
Okay.
You got another attack to make your way through to the end of the room.
Okay. Let's do it then. Do, 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 do.
Oh, we can get that math puzzle
Come on
off
now.
there.
just look over at Gadsby and Pitchfork, and I'm like, we were smart for the last two. I felt like this was just what we needed.
Yeah. So that'll be a 24 after his bonus.
But because I made him bigger, now it's the right size for all of us. when
It's
he
true. He
hacks
made
through
me
the vines.
person sized.
Not a
two
problem.
person
Oh yeah.
sized. This was very selfishly motivated.
I love getting licked. I love getting big, and I love chopping things. I also eat plants.
Perfect combination.
All came together.
Yeah, that 24 is fantastic. Fuck, it didn't let me edit that right. I'm calling math the devil's scratchings.
The devil's scratchings. I like that.
It's fuck math. You make it clear to the glass case, and you're looking at this glass case with these 6 fantastic looking tubes, each about 8 foot long, very intricate, detailed. They look amazing, immaculate.
Well, I suppose pack those up and carry them on back. Hopefully the path stays clear on the way back. I'll keep a lookout for any like weird vines that are trying to crawl back my way.
Sure, give me an intelligence test.
Yeah, how about that?
Now, are these like plant-like vines?
No.
Huh.
As for Bounty's chopping these, you see they're all hollow.
Huh.
Dang.
But for Bounty, with that 18, you can see some of them are trying to grow back and reconnect.
I
But
fucking do it.
you rolled like a motherfucker, so you easily make it back out. You now have these 6 tubes that you set down next to your other items.
Okay.
All right, chat number 1 through 4. Four it is. Okay. You all move on to the next room.
Yeah.
And as Team Sneak moves in, you can see that the walls, it's a very strange thing. This is like a 20 by 20 room, stone. And the walls all have these like fish. First you think they're like these glass spikes sticking out. But you can see at the far end, there are 6 very nice looking silver dragon heads. Kind of going to like a duck bill. Almost kind of like mouthpieces. But you realize these glass spikes lining the walls all have these thin, fragile looking tails rather than sharp, pointy spikes that kind of wisp up and around a little bit. And you can tell to get these mouthpieces, you're going to have to very gingerly move your hands past all these very fragile glass tails coming off of these spikes attached to the walls. Captain will know this. What are those fucking drops of glass that they make by melting glass?
Rupert's drop.
Yeah, it's just a room full of fucking Rupert drops attached to the walls, and you got to snake your hands through some to grab these mouthpieces.
They're really kind of neat.
They're super neat. And they explode.
They
I
do.
will try to very gingerly extract some.
Give me an agility test.
I say I might have a thing for this.
I'm gonna spend some luck on that.
Please do.
What do I need to get it up to there, Chuck?
14 will get you 2 of these mouthpieces.
14? Okay. Gotta think for a minute. Let's see. Okay, 3. So I will spend 3 luck, and that'll get me up to a 14.
Gatsby just shoves his hand in there and grabs one with a 16.
16, you grab 2 more.
Okay.
There are 2 left. Joe, I got what you were putting out there. Prince Rupert drops are in fact forbidden jawbreakers.
The thought of
Having that explode glass in your mouth.
nope.
2 remain. You're muted,
Yep.
Bert.
Hmm?
Oh, I thought you were muted. I saw you talking, but I didn't hear anything.
Just too far away from the microphone.
Oh. What are you going to do for the last 2?
I got a dumb thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by all
That's the
means.
best thing.
I'm
I
gonna
like-
back up a few feet.
Double check.
Oh, I like that the camera still moves with you. Dan
I
leans
know.
in to
I keep forgetting
read.
that.
and
Yeah, well, it's like it's on the very like edge of my wide screen. It's like 3 feet away from me.
Like a
Dan
starship captain.
has
My eyes are
in
old.
action
the most
sequence.
intense widescreen. Like, I swear to God, that thing's like 4 feet wide. It's only like 8 inches tall, but it's like 4 feet wide. It's a weird
Forgot
screen.
about this. Oh no!
I don't know
this
what
isn't
happened,
gonna
but I
go well.
like it.
The mercurial effect I have on the spell haste is I roll a d6 and it determines which die I then use for my actual spell check, ranging from 16 to d30.
So it sounds like you're rolling a D16.
I'm rolling a d16.
Super
Cast
wide
haste.
screen, cat, and curved. Like a banana.
And that gets me, I'm pretty sure, failure. But the spell's
I'll
not lost,
spend-
so nothing.
I'll spend a point of luck to bump that to a 14.
Okay. That at least keeps it from getting lost.
No, 14 is still failure but lost. So
Oh, how much do you need?
I'm right at failure but not lost. So
Do you need a 16?
I mean, technically speaking, yes. It just gives me an extra an action die. I figured that if I was moving faster.
I give you. I'm giving you 2 points, so that I bump you by 4.
For 3 rounds, not that it matters, but I was like, I'll just move fast as I go in and grab one.
Gotta
All
go
right.
fast.
Gotta go fast.
So
Get
your
those chili
12
dogs.
has become an 18, is that correct?
Yes. Actually an 18. Double movement speed and an extra action die.
Okay. So what are you doing, Pitchfork?
I mean, I'm not smart.
I like it.
My agility is 9.
So what are you doing, Pitchfork?
So first I'm going to roll intelligence, and we'll see if that allows me to select a path through. Probably not. I'm just going to reach in there and grab something.
Did your haste spell do anything for you?
It doubles my movement speed.
Okay. So everyone else is in the room. Gadsby did back up.
I was in the room.
I assume
Everyone,
I'm just going...
give me a reflex save. Gadsby, yours is going to be easier. Gadsby, yours is you backed up. Yours
you
is
mean Sweeney?
16. Sweeney did back up.
No,
Everyone
I
else,
didn't back up. I was in the room with him.
I'm gonna
yeah.
get
Gadsby
killed by
gets
this.
a 16 that he has to beat for a reflex save. Everyone
So
else
I got a
gets
14. I'll spend 1 to make that a 16.
20. Okay.
Everybody else needs a 20.
Yeah.
I just eat it. You're fine.
I don't even know what you guys are doing in there.
Farbauti's still back in the main room.
No one else was reaching in to get more things, so
Oh, you're all so lucky. As Pitchfork, you fuck up bad. Everyone in the
Yeah.
room except Gadsby takes 1 point of damage as all this glass explodes.
See? Yeah.
You're fine.
I did it.
It made a horrible mess, but you did do it.
It was really cool, though.
That
Yeah.
was pretty neat to see. Be right back.
I mean, you can't see this display and not smash something.
I really think so. You make it back to the center room. Oh, hang on. Yeah, you've now got, I'll say, even though through that Pitchfork, you do manage to grab the last 2 mouthpieces.
I can't be the best. I can definitely be the worst.
You make it back. Jeremy, high or low?
Hi. Given the
There's
goal.
2 rooms left. Farbauti, you pick the room. Team Sneak moving ahead.
Yeah.
So Gadsby, and Sweeney's with you, but John's away for a moment. So Gadsby, You walk down this hallway and you find yourself in a giant fucking disco ball. Mirrors line the walls at all sorts of different angles. And in the center, you see hanging from a bit of like thin chain, like necklace chain, hanging from the center of the ceiling down, maybe 4 feet up from the ground, this circular flat disc with a hole in the center. The disc is maybe like a foot in diameter, and that hole in the center looks like it's pretty close to the same size as that pipe you found in the previous room.
And it's just hanging there.
Hanging there. Now, this room, very much like a disco ball, it is circular, so it dips down. You're going to be walking inside of a sphere lined with mirrors, all at different facets. And it's just hanging there.
It's a ball.
Inside is a ball. The room is a ball. And
Mhm.
hanging from the center of this room on a thin chain is a flat disc.
And it's just one flat disc.
Just a single flat disc.
Thin chain, you say.
Thin chain.
I'm going to knock an arrow, look over at
Sure.
Sweeney and say,
Wait.
catch!
I was gonna ask Pitchfork to cast light on it or something. If I don't know, can you make something lit up?
No, that'd be a useful spell. I don't have those.
Yeah. Gadsby, you
Never
knock an
mind.
arrow. Go and make your attack roll.
I mean, we
Well,
could just
I'm
have.
waiting for somebody
we
to
can
be ready to
have-
catch it. Unless it's made out of metal.
It does look
That's
like
it.
it's made out of metal. It does not look like it's made out of glass.
Okay.
So it's not a CD that's gonna have our hanging out, chilling mixtape on
It's
it.
like a polished metal disc.
The other side says AOL.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, no.
AOL or blue light, one of those two.
300 hours free.
I grew up on blue light because Kmart gave those discs
Kmart.
away.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Blue light
25.
special, baby.
You hit that chain, not a problem. Is this metal
5
disc?
points of damage.
Yeah, I saw the 5 point. The 5 points absolutely takes out this thing. Like I said, like a necklace chain, like very thin.
So I didn't enter the room to do that.
You did not. And as that metal disc clatters to the ground at the lowest point in this circular room, you see there's this giant bloodshot eye that starts sliding across all the mirrors. Like it's a reflection in the mirrors as it's sliding across all the mirrors. And you get the sense that it's looking for something.
Anybody got the pepper spray? Just
Well, while you're doing that, I'm going to limber out my rope and grapple and just try to grapple that
Sure.
ring.
Agility test.
Oh. so
As
close.
you throw out your rope and grapple, are you going to spend any luck on that?
Would getting that to a 10 be useful?
No.
No. I don't know if I want to spend any more on this. I can lose my grapple. Nah.
Okay. Yeah, so you don't spend any more. Your grapple goes out, and that giant eye, it squints hard and shoots out a laser beam that starts bouncing around all of these mirrors, severing the rope in multiple places as your grapple clatters to the ground.
Hmm.
Now what?
Hmm.
Wait, it shot out a laser, but
It
it's
shot
still-
out a fucking laser. So you're looking
Okay.
into essentially like the inside of like a fucking disco ball
right.
with all these
Okay.
mirrors, and there's this eye that's moving around in the mirrors.
Should we break all the mirrors?
All right. Oh no, I have a good idea. I'm gonna dash out there. I'm gonna try to scoop up that plate and then use it to deflect.
I like it. Give me a reflex save.
Got this.
22.
Yeah, you dash out there. And as you dash out there, this eye squints, laser shoots out and starts ricocheting around all of the mirrors. And you make it out and you grab the disc. So, now you're sitting in the middle with his eyeballs shifting around, trying to shoot lasers at you. You just got to make it back out.
Another reflex.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Like the first Resident Evil movie.
Yeah.
You're in that fucking hallway dodging lasers, and you make it up back out with that flat metal disc.
Awesome.
Nice.
That was fun.
I helped.
One room remains.
Matter of fact, I'm not sure I've helped yet.
Chat, pick a number between 1 and 1.
Chat, pick a number between 1 and 1.
7.
Very
Let me
curious
roll a
what
D1
Joe...
here and see what the outcome is.
You can actually do that. Let's roll 1d1. It's a 1.
The 1. God dang it.
1? Oh, no.
I mean, with the new math, it could have been a 2.
With that new math, you never know.
Yeah.
It's fucking tricksy. As Team Snake moves down the final hallway, you come across this giant chamber. And at this end of this giant chamber, you can see that there is a fire burning in a brazier. Joe, stop it. Well, I don't know what that means, but just stop it. Now, Sweeney, you look around the room and it looks entirely empty. For Bowdy, though, you look around the room, and I don't know if this works anymore.
Yeah, I do have a detect invisible ring.
You do. For Bowdy, do you see that?
Don't see anything at the moment.
I'm trying to show it to Bert only, so if it doesn't work...
I saw it.
I don't see it.
How did you see it?
I don't know.
Hang on a second. Bert...
Don is the new Bert.
Nobody shows
No,
me
no.
nothing.
Same,
Bert
same
worked
as
too
the
hard.
old Bert.
All right, Bert, I want you to go to the journals tab. That's
Okay.
the open book.
Yep.
And then I want you to open the folder Millborn Handouts.
Okay.
And then I want you to open up the folder Kansas.
Okay.
Kansas. And there should be only one item there. Go ahead and open that up. It's a shitty picture because I pulled it from an old book. But you see that clinging to the ceiling. Watching
Sorry,
you
guys.
all.
There's a thing on the ceiling. If you're not seeing it, it's got a lot of heads. Looks like a dragon with a lot of heads. How big is
Wait,
it?
what?
It's very large. Easily,
very large.
if it stands up, easily 40 to 50 feet tall.
One of them Hydra things, maybe? It's really big. I don't see how you're missing it. It's just hanging there. It's like 40, 50 feet tall. Here. Put this on.
As Farbauti passes the ring around, you all see that.
Oh, God. No.
Oh.
I bet if you just fed one of the heads, the other heads would attack that head to get the food.
So we gotta get some pork out of the house? Is that what I'm hearing?
I'm dropping that there.
Oh, boy. All right, we gotta get past this sucker. Well, you know what we always do when there's like overwhelming enemy odds? You try
Frontal
to
assault.
come.
Gotcha.
Or we just have a person with a ring of invisibility, and they could just.
Oh, actually, so much. I was gonna offer him a coffee enema, see if that would help him feel better. I just realized I have a coffee enema kit on my character sheet.
Of course you do. Because I
course.
watched that My Strange Addiction episodes where there was that fucking couple that loved coffee enemas.
Wake you up in the morning. Folgers in your butt.
The best part of
Waking up is Folgers in your
in
butt.
your butt.
This episode is brought to you by Folgers.
It was right there. Sorry.
Yeah.
Now I got to
They
figure out
don't
how
call
to...
it a coffee press for nothing.
There we go. There's a coffee
Wow.
gif.
Heyo.
There we go.
I think the hardest
Mm.
thing about that was remembering how to spell coffee, because I like to say kafifi
Kafifi, yeah.
just to annoy Ashley. So it's really hard to use the
Just
actual
like
word.
hamburgers and kafifi in the morning.
So, anybody, does it talk? We know if we can talk to it.
You're all hanging out at the entrance. Gadsby's passed around the invisibility ring so you could see it.
I'll kick on my invisibility ring, but kind of scooch out there and be like, "Hi."
Oh, give me
Up there.
the detect invisible ring back. I want to see him die.
Okay.
Yeah, you can have it back. I'm gonna try to talk to it first. We haven't tried that yet. Maybe Farbauti will have
Actually,
something. I don't
You
know.
wear a ring of invisibility in one hand and a ring of detect invisibility on the other hand.
I can
You
see
can
myself.
only see yourself. Give me a second here.
Just gonna give him the smog treatment here.
Yeah.
Tell him some riddles and ask him what's in his pocket.
Tell him the
we're
head on the
Gollum,
left
man.
said something bad about their mom.
How
I
dare
just want
he?
to see what it's gonna do.
Yeah, it unleashes a gout of this strange gas out of one of its mouths at you. Sweeney, go ahead and give me a fortitude save.
Oh, instantly hostile. That's nice.
I got a dirty 20.
I don't like that one bit.
Oh, I
Gadsby.
mean, you know, Sweeney is bunked with me. I mean, my farts are
Yeah.
probably
Or not
worse.
Sweeney.
I mean,
Sweeney.
to be honest.
I
Yeah.
agree. Let's see. I got a bunch of trouble. Sweeney, re-roll that.
All right.
Oh no.
Oof.
Go ahead and give me a d6 roll. As that breathes this gas, as Sweeney moves forward and tries to talk to it, Sweeney, you are asleep for the next 5 hours.
Oh God.
Well, at least he's invisible.
Yeah.
The dragon, when it does that,
Oh.
does become visible and drops to the ground. Why doesn't everyone go ahead and roll initiative?
Okay.
I
roll
was really
oh, wait.
hoping.
Because then
To-
there would be stakes
I'm
involved.
sleeping.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping to not do that.
And I will say, Sweeney can be woken up.
But I need true love's kiss.
He also
How
needs someone who
dizzy.
can see invisible Sweeney to wake him up.
Sweeney, did you put the ring on?
Yeah, I did.
Listen, when you fall asleep, you stop concentrating on that and you become visible.
Oh.
Okay, I wasn't
What
sure
the
if that's
heck?
how that worked.
Why did my initiative roll a weapon attack?
I don't know. You rolled a 2d16 plus 1. That doesn't
Did I
look
just
right.
roll a D16 for my initiative also?
Yeah.
You may
think
have
in-
the wrong token selected. If you just want to go
No.
ahead and roll.
It said it rolled, the pitchfork rolls for initiative.
And I rolled for Gatsby, and
Yeah, I
actually
think it did
everybody's
that for all
initiative
of
is screwed
us.
up.
Ugh,
That's
it
weird.
is screwed up. Why don't you guys manually type in your initiative and I'll just update the tracker.
Can I
I'll
just
just
keep the
roll a
14?
D30 for it.
I somehow rolled better with the lower dice.
Farbauti, I believe that. And I'll tell you what,
Oh, that
I'll
was
even
almost a 20. Instead
I'll
it's a
even be
3.
nice and I'll let you keep whichever is higher. Sweeney, you do need to roll initiative.
Oh, okay. No token selected. I selected my token.
Just manually type
No
it
token
in.
selected.
That's good. I'll roll.
The only person who's got to do good initiative is the human beer carrier.
And that's what I'm
Basic.
using for the dragon.
Yeah, I figured that was the case. It doesn't matter what we roll.
Yeah, 6.
You all did terrible.
Yeah, I think if you
Yeah.
total all of our numbers up, we still don't actually overcome.
I don't think that's true. Someone do math. 14 plus 8 plus 7 plus 6.
Oh, I was assuming the 3 and the 3 and the 6.
No, I'm letting you keep whichever's higher.
Okay.
No,
then
you all
we
beat
all
it.
keep our
You beat it by 11.
rolls.
Combat starts.
Oh God.
I like this. I like this a lot. This is how most sessions should go.
I'd
So
just like to point out Chuck had to cheat in order to get me. Just saying.
I did. I got to do what I got to do. All right. So I used one action die to breathe gas on Sweeney. I'm going to use my next action die. Those of you who didn't completely enter the room, it is going to breathe a spell into that hallway where you're all at.
Oh boy.
Gonna die.
I knew I should have opened with asking him about his car's extended warranty.
You should have.
Yeah.
All right. I
Or
got a
identified me.
21. Everyone but Sweeney. You were engulfed in an acidic cloud.
Good.
And it's going to last there at the entrance to this room for 7 rounds.
Oh, good.
While you're in the cloud, you take a -2 penalty to all rolls,
Okay.
and each of you are going to take 2 points of damage.
Okay.
Also, all of you except Sweeney need to make me a fortitude save.
All right.
And our DC is 21.
Oh my gosh, really?
It's a spell, so yeah, you're rolling
Yeah.
against what I did.
So I'll
Wow.
spend 3 luck to make mine a 22.
Okay. Those of you who failed that fortitude save
Mm-hmm.
take 4 points of agility damage.
Ooh.
That permanent or
Yeah.
temporary?
Temporary.
No, I'm not doing that.
You locking that up?
I am looking that up.
That's fair.
Hurt.
9.
So pretty much, Dan, it's just you. You got a minus
Yeah.
4.
I don't have enough. Even if I spent all my luck, I could not pass that check.
Okay. I mean, -4 to agility. It will fuck up your AC.
I know, but
That's fair. I was just saying, like, I understand. Okay. So that's my second of 4 actions.
time for the pitchfork to die.
It's going to cast another spell on itself. Oh, I fucked that up.
You did.
I fucked that up hard. You know what? I'm going to use another one of my trouble to reroll that. All right, that's a 14. As this dragon casts enlarge on itself,
That's my spell.
and it grows in size by 25% and gets a +1 to attack damage and AC.
Wait a minute, he can lick himself? That's not fair.
He could totally lick himself.
Wish I could lick myself.
And I'll tell you what, I'm going to roll a D3. As this thing, its final action, it's going to try to smack one of you with its tail. That is going to be you, Farbauti.
Yay!
Now, a turn is like an hour. Is that right?
Yeah. It's just a
Okay.
15 to hit.
Just saying
okay.
that Farbauti's got 6 turns of enlarge on him.
Yeah. It's an all-day affair.
And that
Yeah.
boosted the AC too?
By +4.
That's amazing. +4 to...
Yeah.
Oh, God.
It does drop down from the ceiling after that. And
Okay.
Farbauti, it is your turn.
He's going to make me
Well, to
run.
make sure.
So I'm assuming I have to do more than one movement to close in on him, or is one...
Give me a luck test.
Okay. I will.
Don't forget your movement is person sized now, probably.
Oh, that's
30
true.
feet.
My movement
they
is
see the dragon?
person-sized.
What's that?
Can they see the dragon?
So after the dragon used that breath attack, it became visible.
Okay.
That's a pass. Yeah, you can easily close to the dragon using just your movement.
Okay. That's what I'm going to do. God, it's got a bunch of heads. I'm trying to think of like what the best D die thing to do is. Did it sound like it talked while it was doing spells?
It did. It did. In some strange language, you presume like Draconic.
All right. Well, as I'm hacking and slashing, I'm going to do my best to like cut it in the face and maybe like try and chop it in the mouth to make it harder to talk
Okay.
for a D die. So I'm a jerk. It's what I do.
You're just gonna further split their tongue.
Yep. So that'll be a 29 for 22 points of damage.
That's a miss.
29 misses. Okay.
Ooh,
Do you want to spend any
ooh.
luck?
Yes.
If you spend 2 points, that's a hit.
Holy shit. Okay. I'll do it. Well, in that case, it's not going to be possible to hit with my other attacks. But I'll still roll them. There's always a chance.
There's always a chance you could get a crit.
Yeah.
You
But
swing
the D
hard.
does pop at least.
You do split the tongue. You disable spellcasting for one of its 4 heads.
Okay, so that was my main
Dealing
action. I've got my
18 damage.
D16. I'll remember the 6 for the D die. So that'd be 17 would go up to an 18 and the plus 4, 22. So no.
No.
I need like an over 30. It's impossible unless I roll a crit. So I'll roll just for the sake of
Well, yeah. That
yeah.
24?
Unless it's crit, it's just not. And then I'll roll the shield bash. Again, if it's not a crit, it's not gonna hit. Because outside of that, it's impossible to get the number high enough.
hang on a second. Gizmo's crying. That's Ashley's dog. And I don't know if it's I need a poop crying or there's fireworks crying.
Mm.
Anyway, Farbauti, that is a miss.
Yep.
Pitchfork.
I don't know that I can actually do anything to this.
Yeah.
This is definitely a guy we don't want to target his AC.
Well, I guess technically I'd be
He's
targeting
pretty.
saves.
She's not happy about the fireworks.
I'm going to first move out of the acid cloud.
It's a good plan. I presume
So I
Farbauti did that. Well, yeah, Farbauti did do that because he had to use an action
Yeah.
to move up.
But I don't want to be up near it. I want to be out to the side or something.
Sure.
So, not grouped up anymore. And I'll start off with the regular maneuver.
16.
Just has to pass. Doesn't matter.
Okay. You get your extra head.
That's all I'm here for. It's only for one round though.
All right.
I'll go ahead and click my magical shoes of an extra action,
Okay.
and we'll do fireball, probably. Wait, hold on. I had one more thing that's important to do, and I don't remember what it is. I need to do lightning bolt first.
Okay. You cast a
Not bad.
17. Single lightning bolt aimed at one target. There is a reflex save versus spell.
Which isn't very high.
This is 17. Let's see what I get.
I'm unconscious, that's why I'd lend luck.
That's not right. Ignore that roll. I pushed the wrong button.
He gets a plus 17 to his save. It's impossible for him to fail.
He gets a 13. He gets a plus 12 to a save. So you do deal 3d6 damage.
11.
11 damage. That actually incinerates one of its heads. Already, I'm putting you down.
Hooray! Now I'm going to cast fireball, but because I cast lightning bolt first, I get a +4 bonus to my other spell checks for 1 round. God dang.
Yeah.
That sucks. Oh well. Because does the +4 get doubled on that? Because it's not in that roll? Because I got a nat 20.
Yes.
Because I think that would bring it. That might either way bring it to maximum effect.
Yeah, it'd be
Oh
like
my
a
gosh.
35.
Oh, it's 35. We're going to spend probably one more then, so I can get a max effect spell for the first time ever.
Okay.
Oh my.
Wait, what level are you, Dan?
6.
So crit level bonus is ×2, which isn't factored into that 27.
Sounds like more math.
So that'd be that'd take it to a 33 and then +8 then from the doubling on the other one. So that'd be like a 41.
It's a lot.
It sounds like max. What does that damage do? 41 is my save.
Yep.
Caster launches a fireball at a target up to 1 mile away, doing 20 d6 damage.
Oh.
I can
What?
choose. Yeah,
Oh shit.
they're probably all going to be ones. So it's probably going to be 20.
Okay.
I mean, the fact that you could botch damage and still do 20 is impressive.
Yeah. I can choose an area effect ranging from a single human-sized target up to a sphere of a 40-foot radius. And
You
I don't
can
even have to
choose?
have line of sight to the target. That's fucking ridiculous.
What?
So if you do to a single target, you won't hit Farbauti or Sweeney.
Yeah. I'm just reading this because it sounds ridiculous.
It is.
Can choose a
ridiculous.
geographic point of which he has knowledge, such as a specific hill tree or room,
Just a
That's
mile
fucking
away.
crazy.
No
or a
scope.
target which he has a physical trace, such as a lock or a hair or a fingernail, and it explodes at that point.
That is
So you
nuts.
target a single thing and then it explodes?
If it's something I know about, apparently I can just make it explode.
Okay. Roll that
That's
damage.
exciting. But I'm
It
just going to blow up, the Hydra and his face parts.
Sure. 58 damage, Dan. Fuck you.
It's about average.
Yeah.
It's a little less than average.
Well, Dan, go fuck yourself. It's got one head left. Yeah, it's got one head left.
Oh my.
Is
I
that
feel good about
everything?
this. That is technically. I do have a D16 action.
Don't you also have the audience, or are they hanging back?
I haven't used it yet. I was gonna have them wake you up,
my
but since I have
gosh.
another action, I'm just gonna cast
Here,
Fireball
I
again.
felt so good. I got a 30 AC multi-headed dragon.
That's another good roll.
And it's technically a +4 on
So
that
27.
also. Launches a spray of small fireballs, 3 sprays of 3 fireballs each. I can target one target doing 1d6 each. So 9 fireballs at 1d6 each.
Roll out 96.
Wow.
Impressive.
Just the room lights up.
Pitchfork over here making his own.
Explosion!
Yeah, making his own fireworks.
All right. So, and what was this? That was a 23 for 29
It was
damage.
a 27 technically, and then I'll paste
Good
the
lord. That thing is
chat.
nuts.
Oh, I didn't even roll them all. That's probably fine.
It is because you fucking kill it, and I'm very upset. You know what, Dan?
Wow.
I'm
Good
going to
lord.
spend some of my fucking trouble to increase your roll
Oh no.
from a 27 to a 32. You deal 10d6
does-
damage. Roll your 10d6
That's-
damage.
That still affects a single human-sized target.
Hang on a second.
Unfortunately, like I think the only way that you can make it work is if it goes backwards.
Nope, I'm choosing. I'm going to spend. Because you rolled what, a 27?
Yes.
I'm going to spend 6 complications to bump that up to a 32, dealing 10d6 damage. And I am also going to lock in the 20-foot radius.
Okay. So now I have to hit Farbauti.
10d6 damage will go to the dragon, which will probably kill it, as well as Farbauti and Sweeney.
Okay.
So, Farbauti, give me a reflex save. You got to be
I didn't make it.
okay. Each of you, as well as the dragon, take 34 damage.
That's it for Sweeney.
Well, Sweeney's down, but not dead.
Yeah, wake up.
Okay,
Oh, that
dragon
hurt.
is slain. Is someone going to roll the body for Sweeney?
I'm gonna.
Well, I mean, technically, he's still.
Oh, you can stabilize
okay.
him.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
because
could
he would be
stabilize
reduced
him.
to 0. You don't go negative, and he's got
That's
X
true.
number of rounds before he dies.
He does 6 rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll stabilize him.
Yay.
Sweeney, you're not
Oops.
dead.
Okay.
You're bleeding out. You get 1 round per level.
I got like 6 rounds.
Yeah.
Didn't hear that, Bert.
Got any more healing anywhere?
Got a healing potion on me.
Make you swallow that. I'll root through your back.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Healing
Swallowing
is
the
minor
healing
things, but
potion will. Sweeney, you
5
are going to take a permanent 1 point of stamina loss.
That's not good.
And you get a terrible scar. Describe this terrible scar to me, Sweeney.
No, I'm just horribly burned.
Just like the
Horribly,
outside of a
horribly burned.
marshmallow.
But like it's like all because I was down, I was sleeping, so it's all my like my back of my neck,
Okay.
my butt.
Your neck,
Oh
your
my
back,
gosh.
your
Toasted buns.
That's right.
hot
No,
cross
Cat, I'm
buns.
not letting the pitchfork have this because it was vindictive by me simply for the fact listen, Gadsby and Sweeney didn't get to go. If we would have made it through a round and Gadsby and Sweeney would have gotten to go, I wouldn't have done that. But because
Gatsby
the
was gonna go all
pitchfork
troll.
nuclear optioned everything,
Yeah.
I'm fucking you up for that. So
Okay.
you've gathered all the pieces.
What was the piece in here, by the way?
It makes a giant fucking hookah. Oh, the piece in here?
Yeah, you never told us what the piece.
Oh,
in here
it's the
was.
fucking giant bowl for the hookah. That's what that brazier is.
Oh.
Okay.
You make it back up to your son.
I'm gonna bring him like the biggest scale I can find.
Oh, yeah,
the dragon.
absolutely. And he appreciates it. And here's what we're going to do. You all put this hookah together. You smoke up the dopest opium in all of Orkanza.
Oh.
And over the next
Sweeney's
month,
gonna need it.
you and Farbauti plan out. So essentially what we're going to do is between today and next week, in our private chat for this game, you're going to tell me what you're going to do. We're going to roll some tests. That way next week we can get back to the Underdark. We're going to use this
Gotcha.
month of being high as fuck to gather and roll any resources that you want for going back down.
I was gonna plan an invasion, but I got high.
Well, listen, you got high with the right person, which is your son. So if you want to convince the orcs, we'll do that off stream. If you want to convince the humans of Parphrace Keep, if you want to convince the giants of Half-Cut Hills, if you want to venture outside of the wall of Orkanza and talk to the humans in Melbourne, we'll do that all off stream, and we'll recap what resources we've gathered up in this month. And then we will continue the assault in the night below to slay the fucking asshole that's trying to mind control everything.
Yeah. Gonna kill that catfish.
Fuck that catfish. I love fried catfish. It's so good.
We're gonna eat them.
And that's what we got for the session tonight. Let's do a closing round of plugs, which Bert, listen, I'm not going to design Farbauti's house in Papa Town. Farbauti is going to design that fuck palace in Papa Town. Bert, there's the link. Tell us about your stuff.
Okay, check out on Drive Through RPG, Train Through Hell, Book 1, Part 1. It is a chapter novel in the beginning and a DCC Weird Frontiers module in the back. It's good for anything from 0 to 3rd level because I give you ways to scale it up or down as needed. Also on Kickstarter right now is Massacre Grounds. That is also a Weird Frontiers. It is a 0 level funnel where you can do all kinds of fun things like, try and break horses and die as somebody did in our Sunday game of this.
I tried to feed it booze, but apparently laudanum works better.
It does. It does.
Yeah, I appreciate it if folks would check it out, especially the one on Drive Through, because that was kind of special to me because instead of just being an editor or a layout guy, I actually wrote the module and did the editing and layout. So my name's on the cover, which is cool.
Worth it. And listen, $15 get you backing at the PDF and the physical tier.
For Massacre Grounds, yeah.
Yeah, and that's a great price. Plus, all distributed through Drive Through RPG. So once that comes out, you can order it. It'll be quick. Get your POD
product
copy.
is done, by the way. Like
wow.
completed, even the stretch goals, the VTT tokens and stuff, and the commentary.
Nice.
It's all done. So it'll come out pretty quickly after the Kickstarter. There's always a delay when you're waiting for Kickstarter to give us the money. But yeah, it's ready to go.
Important.
Very cool. So yeah, check those two things out. The link is in the chat for both of them. I think and Bert, don't judge me on this. I still need to go buy the Train Through Hell. I tried to buy it as soon as you dropped that announcement, but Drive Through RPG has been a slow ass bastard for me.
They have. They're doing something back there.
I bought it. I think it's was it 17 for PDF and softcover, I think. So
yeah, it's still in my cart.
That's with shipping and everything, I think.
Yeah.
It's cheaper than that but that's total price. Yeah. Yeah. It's fun.
Yeah, go check those things out. Anyone else got anything else?
Yeah. Check out our YouTube. So I think we'll have a little bit of a gap with the Pathfinder 2nd Edition game, but that's okay. We did some recording of something this week. It's a little bit more paranoia. It's
No, I've got them. With the holiday, I'm setting on those, and they'll be out next week.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely check it out because there's absolutely nothing chaotic or murderish at all happen. Nothing.
Yeah, we'd never do something like that.
Very wholesome family entertainment.
Very much so.
I'll have to do that some night on a Wednesday on some paranoia.
Oh, that's the wrong one. I clicked the wrong button. There we go. I'm back. They could hear us for all of that. It's just they stopped seeing us for a moment.
We're all out of.
oops.
There we go.
Everyone's back. I went to
yeah.
go click. I just didn't click studio mode first.
Mm.
Oh, oopsie whoopsie.
Yeah.
Oopsie
But
whoopie
no,
on my part.
I maybe one of these days I'll run some paranoia so that Jeremy and Bert can play some paranoia.
That would be awesome.
John, have you figured out what we're doing after we wrap Night Below?
I have figured out what we're doing. I've bounced back and forth a little bit, and I had settled on one thing, and now I've decided on something else. But I have all of that for the something else. I have a table all built and the module converted over. We're gonna do a little Numenera for a little bit.
I've never played that. I've certainly
Yeah.
heard
Those are-
about it.
Cyber system.
I'm
Yep,
Those are
cipher
words.
system.
pretty sure
It's,
I own the PDFs for it.
It's a weird setting. I showed picture to Chuck of the caterpillar slippers.
You did.
Oh, I saw those. And I
Yeah.
was very confused. And still
Yeah.
am.
So we've still got a while here on Night Below, but the plan is for Wednesday nights. Once I wrap Night Below, I need a break on running things because I've got 2 other games that I'm actively working on, and I need some more mental space. So John's going to take over for me and run us a Numenera campaign.
Yeah.
Give me
There may be
more,
other things.
Chuck. Give me more.
That's my fucking plan. Like my next thing that I'm putting out, I already put in editing and layout. I got your name there. I'm trying to get the studio to give you as much money as I can.
We do work to give Bert work.
That's my plan. I'll make some cool stuff and let's get Bert some work.
Yeah.
That's all I got. Anyone else got anything?
The Discord, go to it.
Check out
click
our
the
fucking
links, do the
Discord, you
things.
bastards.
If you're not already
We
there.
plugged it multiple times today.
There it is. Okay. This Friday, the day it's July 5th, day after 4th of July, I'm still planning on running 5th edition. No, I'm never running 5th edition again.
You take that
Fuck
back.
that and the horse it
Take
rode
that
in on.
back.
We're running. I was confused because I said 5th for July 5th. Pathfinder 2nd edition campaign we got going on. We've got a name for the campaign. The party just hasn't gotten far enough for me to reveal what the name is for the campaign.
Title drop will come for us eventually.
Is it just gonna be the fuck ups?
It's not. Like I said before, where did I say that? I said it on someone else's stream.
Yes,
It is a Queens of the Stone Age song
you did.
from their Like Clockwork album is the name of the campaign.
Okay.
It's a great song. You'll like it. So yeah, this Friday we're doing that. This Saturday, are we scheduled for Chain Coffin this Saturday?
Yeah.
Yep. I ran Cyberpunk this past Saturday.
Yeah. So we'll be back Saturday for Chain Coffin.
Word.
And then, yeah, we'll be back a week from tonight for more of this as we see what
Yeah.
resources the party has managed to accrue in this month of being high as fuck on opium. And we'll get back to the invasion, the attack on the Aboleth mind control fuckery. I don't know. I got nothing else. I'm going to stop talking. If you're watching this, fuck you and the cat you rode in on. We'll catch you in a couple days. Goodbye.